Susan Lloyd joins us right now from Delaware Hospice. Good morning, Susan. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in.
Good morning.
Yeah,
I'm well, thank you.
Thank you very much for being with us. I asked you in because there are a couple things because we hear about hospice a lot, and there's some myths that surround what hospice is, what it can do, what the dynamic is. My dad went through hospice at end of life, and I thought that you'd be a great resource for helping folks who are in a situation that, for example, that I was in, determining when do you consider hospice, how do you move forward with that, and what should you expect?
Okay, great.
So
well,
start.
We'll start right into that. A few questions in one.
Yeah.
Well, I think hospice care actually is a support to families, particularly an individual who is facing a life-limiting disease, where the goals of care are changing from curing that disease to really looking at how we can best provide comfort measures and support the family as the patient is nearing end of life.
This is as much for the family members as for the patient in some fashion.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's one of the things that people don't realize is that as they are trying to care for a loved one who is ill, that they're experiencing all the caregiving requirements and all the needs that are there for their loved one, and they're just going day to day, but they don't realize that there's supports available out in the community for them, and hospice is certainly one of those.
Well, we live in a society where we try to pretend that end-of-life issues never happen, of course, and death doesn't happen. It's everybody's always young and healthy. You always see the TV commercials. Everybody's always young and healthy. You don't actually get raised in a fashion that tells us, because of technological advances, end-of-life will happen. There will be end-of-life issues. And when it comes upon us, we're always a little bit shocked.
I think so, and it is a difficult time to realize that you are witnessing, you are part of the end of someone's life, and yet being there to provide the care and comfort that people need at this important time is really critical to making sure that, number one, that the patient's taken care of well, but the family's supported in their caregiving and in their experience of life following the loss of a loved one as well, following the patient's death.
Okay, if folks want to find out more about Delaware Hospice, how can they do that?
Well, we are on the web at www.delawarehospice.org, one big run-on sentence. And also we have an 800 number if you wanted to talk to someone in person, 1-800-9800. 898-9800. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Make sure that you're sending people
Go to the web. It's easier.
All right. It's DelawareHospice.org. Susan Lloyd, thank you very much for coming in this morning. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us.